The Lorry's killing spree had spread through 2020, throughout Georgia. Together, they'd slaughtered over 10 people. The stray homeless man here, the upper-class family there. Now they wrapped up their latest murder just moments ago. Their second attack in Stanwyck, Georgia in just 2 days. This March slaying left the entire Harris family in pieces. Their 2-story country home now a slaughterhouse. Rudy and Donna, once the perfect couple, were now dead. Both of them blonde, blue-eyed Southern blue-bloods. Both of them now decapitated. Their tween daughters dissected. Ryan and Daisy Lorry slid the bodies off into the kitchen. Neither of them were tired. Certainly the couple's bloodlust wasn't. With no neighbors for miles, the kills were easy. Such was the beauty of picking out a rural house, especially a nice one. Now the killer couple had shelter from the chilling cold, surrounded by many riches to steal from, many bodies to desecrate, whatever their sick hearts desired. Ryan pulled Daisy's skinny frame closer. Ryan, the chiseled, all-American hero for his own dark, twisted fantasy. Daisy, the tall brunette of his dreams. Each of them held butcher knives. The blades bathed in blood. Grinning, Ryan flashed those dashing blue eyes toward Daisy. "Nice job, babe." "Thanks," she chuckled. Ryan checked the crime scene. That floor covered in more crimson and the couple's t-shirts and jeans. They were so easy, man. "I know." Daisy smirked at the sprawling corpses. The family funeral created on this Friday night. The Welleses were way to fur, admiring their latest gruesome masterpiece. Ryan chuckled. "Oh yeah, Scott and Myra Wells." Daisy looked over at Ryan. "They find their bodies yet? I haven't checked the news." He hugged her close. "You know how this town is." Ryan kissed Daisy's cheek, much to her delight. "Stanwyck's too dumb to catch us." They were on Kelly Road anyway. Too far out for anyone to find them in one day. Still gripping the knife, Ryan ran his hand along Daisy's delicate back. "You're right, babe." Daisy stopped him, stared into those eyes. This magic, macabre moment lingered. "Whatcha thinking? Should we leave in a couple of hours?" Ryan nodded. "Yeah, let's get some shit, then go back to the Palmer." Seductive. Daisy tugged on his shirt collar. "I like the sound of that." They shared a kiss. Daisy then ran her hands along Ryan's chest and ass, through his spiked black hair. Ryan returned the favor on Daisy's own sultry body. Gladly. Daisy looked into his eyes. "You liked when I cut his head off," she said, her southern accent. Behind a glowing smile, Ryan placed his hands around her hips. "Abso if asterisk sking lutely." Daisy laughed before they went in for another kiss. A sloppy one. One where not just saliva but scattered Harris family blood was exchanged. The sudden vibration distracted them. Recovering from the euphoria, Daisy watched Ryan hold up an iPhone. "What is it?" Ryan stared at the screen. A smirk crossed his face. "It's Papa John's." He faced his wife. "They got a pizza coming here in like 10 minutes. Daisy leaned in closer. "What? For real?" "Yeah." Ryan showed her the screen. The notification. "See? Rudy Harris. That's his address, right?" Indeed it was. Behind the Papa John's icon, the phone's background showed this happy, smiling family. Back when they had heads and organs, that is. Back before the Lorrys broke into their pleasant home. "Yeah," Daisy said. Grinning, she confronted Ryan's handsome face. "I was getting kinda hungry, actually." "Well, perfect." Ryan tossed the phone back to its decapitated original owner. The iPhone splashed into the family's red pond, right where Rudy's head once was. That Papa John's notification now never going anywhere. Like a general rallying the troops, Ryan raised the knife toward Daisy. "And now we'll get another kill with it." Daisy jumped up and down. "Number 16, Ryan." He leaned in toward her, matching Daisy's excited eyes, her evil enthusiasm. "Exactly." They held each other in each other's arms, felt each other trembling, felt each other's anticipation. Stabbing Scott and Myra Wells was a struggle. Even the Harris family were tough to dismember. But ****Sking pizza delivery employee looked to be the Lorry's easiest kill yet. There in the cold house, the killer couple got amped up. They rinsed the blood off the blades, exchanged kisses between the building exhilaration, all while salivating the corpses they'd already claimed, and the one they were about to. Minutes later, Daisy and Ryan camped out in the living room. The front door a mere few feet away. The ceiling fan was at a standstill, the regs colorful, the flat screen turned off. Everything untouched by what had been a gory home invasion. Even the framed family photos. Standing by one of several leather sofas, the Laurie couple held their clean, sharp knives. They exchanged smiles at each other's handsome, sadistic faces. The countdown a minute. Ryan stole a peek out a window. Amidst the rural seclusion, he saw that familiar hideous Parpajon's car topper. The familiar hideous deliverer's car pulling down the dirt driveway. This one a rusty Toyota Corolla that'd been decomposing since 2010. Oh shit, he's coming. With a playful push, Daisy snatched his shoulder. How do you know it's a he? Ryan smiled at her. I don't. I bet. They made out. So hard it wasn't just their faces that collided, but their bloodthirst. Their gripped knives. Behind a beaming smile, Daisy pushed Ryan back. Come on. She turned her dagger eyes toward the front door. We got work to do. No doubt. Ryan replied. Daisy walked ahead of him. Stole a look through the peephole. I see their car, she said. Smirking, Ryan stopped right behind her. Oh yeah. Daisy confronted him. But where the hell are they? What do you mean? Ryan looked through the peephole. Him and Daisy's knives like swords ready for battle. I mean, no one's come out yet, Daisy said. Out there in the darkness, Ryan saw what she saw, nothing. Just an ugly F***ing car. An ugly F***ing Parpajon's logo. What no deliverer? Well, what the F***ck? He shouted. He faced Daisy. They were about to leave the car when I looked. Daisy chuckled. Well, she held the sharp blade up to Ryan's face. Ready for action. They sure are taking a while. Fascinated, Ryan stared at his own reflection in the potent weapon. They damn sure are. Daisy leaned in closer. Somewhere between sexy and scary. I thought you just said you just saw them. Beneath her intense spotlight, Ryan struggled. Well, hell, I did. Then the doorbell rang. One creepy chime erupted through this homemade morgue. Laughing, Daisy held Ryan back. I got it. You sure? Raising the knife, Daisy held him back as she snagged the doorknob. Open that mother****. There was the dark night. Tall oak trees scattered throughout the front yard. A front porch surrounded by surrounding woods. Rocking chairs the only occupant on the porch. Except for the pizza boxes lying a few feet away. The chocolate chip cookie cake. But where was the deliverer? The server eager for their tip and quick exit. Daisy leaned out further. Out into the chilly March night. The breeze no match against her cold-blooded mind. Ryan stood behind her. His knife at the ready. Then a cold click pulled their gaze. There stood a middle-aged female on the edge of the porch. Well over 6 feet away, her Parpajon's shirt tight on the belly and broad shoulders. The name tag read Billy. The cap unable to contain her flowing brown hair, or hide those hazel eyes. Of course, nothing could hide the .38 special she held. What the F***ck? Daisy yelled. Social distancing, B***TCH. The woman yelled. Contactless delivery. She aimed the gun at Daisy and Ryan. This is for Scott Wells. The bullets came fast and furious. Neither Daisy nor Ryan had time to react to the retaliation. They were losing blood in seconds. Losing life in minutes. Both of them lied sprawled out in the house's entryway. Bleeding out in the slim space from the front door to the living room. Their faces drowning in blood, drilled by bullets. The pizza deliverer lowered her pistol. A regal smile on her face. From the porch, she enjoyed those brief seconds where the killer couple convulsed. Those few seconds where they struggled before the bullet to the brain officially sent them to their gory deaths. How their vivid blood and vivid gray matter spread throughout the living room. Then Jen turned around. These kills had been much easier than how the Laurie duo slaughtered the Harrises or how they murdered the Wells family. Jen hadn't even thought twice about the execution. Not considering the couple killed her brother Scott Wells and his family less than 24 hours earlier. Still clinging to the smoking gun, Jen walked toward those valley of oaks. One of the trees hid Billy's unconscious body. The college student's chubby shirtless frame unfazed by the late breeze. Unfazed by the blood soaking through his curly hair. He was alive, of course. Jen made sure of that earlier. Even now, when she threw the pistol by his feet, battling the tears, Jen walked toward her own car, toward the dark Chevy she'd parked off in the forest, where she'd stalked this killer couple too. The same couple she'd followed from the Palmer to here hours earlier. The two killers she avenged her brother's death over.